We are now just one race weekend into the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series season. We're coming off the Daytona 500, the Great American Race. This is the 75th anniversary season. A lot of big things are going on around the sport. However, while all of this is happening, it's still never too early at all to look ahead into the next year. And next year is 2024, and I expect a couple of drivers to be on the move, and that's what I'm here today to talk about. I am here to give y'all my full driver lineup predictions for the 2024 season. This is going to be the first of many videos. I'm going to update it as rumors swirl out, but for now, I got what I got, and here's what it is. So kick back and relax and enjoy. On to the intro we go.
Hey, it's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. here at Kroger, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
We're going to start it off with something a little bit simple here. The first three drivers are going to have Ross Chastain staying with Trackhouse Racing in the one car. He is going nowhere. Justin Marks made it clear after the Daytona 500 that Ross Chastain is their driver, and he is going to race with them until his facial hair turns gray. So that means he's going to be there when he's pretty old. So Chastain is going nowhere. The two car of Austin Cindric, I believe he is catching the attention of a lot of good people in Penske, and he's going to stay there for a long time to come. And Austin Dillon, heading into 2023, I know we're just two races in, the Clash and the 500, but I had a little bit of doubts around him. But with Kyle Busch added to that whole roster, I believe it's helping out not only the team, but Austin Dillon as a driver. He is approaching these races a little bit different, and it's catching me off guard. And I think he's going to return to that three car for at least another year. And possibly, if he decides to hang it up in 2024, yes, we're talking about Austin Dillon possibly retiring. He's been in the sport for 10 plus years on the Cup side of things, so he can easily step into an ownership role if he wanted to. But yes, possibly this could be it for him. Driving the four car, though, has always been Kevin Harvick since 2014. And this year he is retiring, and it's going to have to change one way or another. And I believe what they're going to do at Stewart-Haas Racing is call in somebody that they're going to have to spend a lot of money on, but they're going to call in somebody that has some experience and knows what to do when it comes to leading a Cup organization. And I believe it's going to be Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney right now is racing for Team Penske in the 12 car. Nothing against Team Penske. I just believe that Ryan Blaney is on a short leash over there. He's racing against Joey Logano, and Logano is winning all these races and championships, and he's feeling like he has to do something, which he doesn't. He's in the Cup for a reason, his talent. And I just feel like he's on a short leash, and I believe Ryan Blaney's also believing that. So I believe if Tony Stewart gets desperate and calls Ryan Blaney will pick up the phone and will entertain that offer. And will he take it? I'm not too sure, but he's going to look into it. And I assume for now, let's say Ryan Blaney goes to the 4 car. Driving the 5 car is going to be Kyle Larson. He is going nowhere. He's a phenomenal driver for Rick Hendrick, and Rick Hendrick really likes him. There you go, Larson in the 5. Driving the 6 is going to be Brad Keselowski. He is going nowhere anytime soon. He's enjoying life at the moment as a full-time driver and a part-time owner. It cannot get much better than that. Driving the 7 car, we're going to see another change up here. It's always been Corey LaJoie. Heading into 2024, I believe it's going to be Anthony Alfredo. Anthony Alfredo, I believe, will do enough in Xfinity in 2023 to catch the attention of Spire Motorsports, and they're going to give him the call to race full-time in that 7 car. Driving that 8 car is going to be Kyle Busch. He is going nowhere. He's new to the team. Driving a 9 car is Chase Elliott, and I am willing to put a lot of money that he is going to retire as a driver for Rick Hendrick. Driving the 10 car is going to be Cole Custer. I believe Eric Almirola is going to finally retire from full-time racing. I'm not saying racing entirely, but for full-time racing. He may come back for a one-off, and it could be from Rick Ware Racing or Front Row Motorsports. Who knows? Time will tell. but Almirola retiring from full-time racing. The 11 car is going to be driven by Denny Hamlin. The 12 car, here's the change up here, folks. It is going to be Harrison Burton. He is going to get the promotion from the 21 car to the 12 car, similar to what Blaney had happen a couple of years back. I believe he's going to earn it in 2023, and he's going to be in a good ride in 2024. Driving the 14 car is going to be Chase Briscoe. He is going nowhere, so other owners, mind your own business. But driving the 16 car is going to be AJ Allmendinger. He's going nowhere. Matt Collig and Chris Rice love AJ Allmendinger. Driving the 17 car is going to be Chris Buescher, I believe. He's doing really good right now. He's impressing Brad Keselowski week in and week out. And I believe that win at Bristol last year in 2022 really impressed Brad Keselowski. And we saw in the 500 how much confidence they had in one another pushing. I believe this is just a good duo between Keselowski and Buescher. And if they can start getting the car a little bit better, they're going to be a force to reckon with. Mark my word. All right, driving the 19 car is going to be Martin Truex Jr. He said on race day prior to the Daytona 500 that if he's winning races, he's going to come back. But if he's not, he's not. And I believe he's going to win many races this year, and he will make the playoffs, something he did not do last year. But this time around, he will make it and also go very far in the playoffs. Driving the 20 car will be Christopher Bell. Driving the 21 car is going to be Zane Smith. I believe he's going to get the big call up to Cup. And some of y'all might say, why is he not going to front row? I will get to that in a minute. But Zane Smith to the 21 car. Driving the 22 car will be Joey Logano. He is going nowhere. Roger Penske loves him. Driving the 23 car will be Bubba Wallace. I can get my words right. Bubba Wallace will return to the 23 car. And I believe he's going to do good in 2023. So his seat heading into 2024 will be, with no questions at all, he's going to be the main man. But there you go. Bubba Wallace back in the 23 car. Driving the number 24 car will be William Byron. He is going nowhere. He's bringing in a lot of sponsorship money. Driving the 31 car, we're going to see a driver change here. We're going to see Corey LaJoie from Spire Motorsports going to race full-time for Colleague Motorsports. A big promotion for him. I believe he's going to have a breakout year in 2023, collect many top 25s and top 20s. And for that car and machinery, that is really good and outperforming. You're getting the most out of it. You're getting more out of it than he should be. And I believe it's going to catch the attention of Chris Rice and Matt Collig, and they're going to give him a call. And the 34 car is going to be Michael McDowell. He is going nowhere. Front row, Bob Jenkins loves them, some Michael McDowell. And he's a really good, popular driver for that small team. Driving the 38 car has always been a change year in and year out. I remember they had David Reagan, John Hunter Nemechek. They called up Anthony Alfredo. They brought in Todd Gilliland for a 1 year, second year. And in that second year, they announced Zane Smith is going to be part-time in it also. They're all over the place. And I believe they're going to look for somebody that can sit in that ride for a long time to come. And I believe it's going to be Justin Haley. I believe he's going to part ways of Colleague Racing at the end of the 2023 season. This is a big contract year. And I believe he's not going to do enough to keep that ride. But he will do enough, though, however, to impress Bob Jenkins in front row, and they will bring him in with open arms. All right, now driving the 41 car will be Ryan Preece. He is going nowhere. The 42 car, Noah Gragson, going nowhere. He is doing really good right now. He's impressing Richard Petty, Marty Gallagher, and most importantly, Jimmy Johnson. All three owners like Noah Gragson, and he's going nowhere. If he were to get a call from elsewhere, I am almost 100% sure him three owners will back him up. Whether that's a small ride or a big ride, they're going to support him in what other way. Whether that means he's going to lead them, they're going to support him because they're that type of team. Those are good owners. They're very supportive. And Noah Gragson, he's going to be racing there for a long time, in my opinion. Because I believe Legacy Motorsports is going to turn things around and be a true championship contender within a couple of years, let's say by 2025. That's kind of reasonable. But all right, driving the 43 car will be Eric Jones. Driving the 45 will be Tyler Reddick. He is going nowhere. He's new to the team. He's going to be there for a long time to come, unless a ride opens up at Joe Gibbs Racing, which is very possible. So keep an eye on that. But driving the 47 car will be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And Stenhouse, after winning the 500, he's a very hot driver at the moment. And could someone sweep him up at the end of the 2023 season? I don't know. Time will tell there. Driving the 48 car will be Alex the Showman Bowman, who just signed a long-term extension with Rick Hendrick and Hendrick Motorsports. If you have made it this far in the video, thank you, because we're going to do a giveaway. I didn't do that to start because many people will see that, but if you make it this far, you're going to get rewarded and possibly entered with a chance to win this Tyler Reddick autographed koozie. I got this at the Atlanta Xfinity race back in 2018 or 2019 when he was driving for Richard Childress Racing. That's why you see the two. But that's the front of it and there's the back of it. All you got to do is comment down below anything regarding a driver change heading into 2024. It can be like Blaney staying in the 12, Briscoe staying in the 14. It can be something simple like that. That's all you got to do to enter to win this autographed koozie of Tyler Reddick. But enough said of that. Back to the picks we go. We got Todd Gilliland, who raced full-time for Front Row Motorsports the last 2 years, moving to Rick Ware Racing, going full-time. I believe Rick Ware Racing is going to get rid of one of their charters, and they're going to be stuck with one. And they're going to have to make a business decision. Is Cody Ware, the Rick Ware's son, the owner's son, is he going to take the team to the next level? And I believe they're going to take an executive decision to move on from him and to move him elsewhere. And they're going to bring in Todd Gilliland to go full-time. Will he do good? Time will tell. Driving the 54 car will be Ty Gibbs. He is going nowhere. His granddaddy owns the team, and he's turning heads week in and week out in a positive way. 67 car is going to be a part-time car, but I'm just throwing this out there for the fun of it. Daniel Ricciardo. How cool would it be? Because right now, he's a reserve driver for Red Bull. And with them possibly adding on a couple of more junior drivers at the end of the year to AlphaTauri and to their team, they're going to move on from Daniel Ricciardo because he's not going to race for them. And I don't see them moving on from Checo Perez either. And if they don't do that, Daniel Ricciardo is sure not returning to them. And he's very picky about returning to Haas and Aston Martin, Alpine, and you get the point. And Williams, he's too picky, and I believe that's what's left him out of ride. And that left him being without a ride, being a reserve driver, he's going to listen to offers from U.S. racing like IndyCar and NASCAR. And I believe he would do at least one race in NASCAR, either in 2023 or definitely in 2024. Mark my words. All right, driving the 77 car will be Ty Dillon. The 78 car will be B.J. McLeod. I just don't understand B.J. McLeod. They're putting all the money into this team, but yet there's no results being made. Something's got to give. Give away the Xfinity program? I don't know. They're just biting off a little bit more than they can chew. Driving the 84 car will be Jimmy Johnson, and I believe you will see Ricky Taylor or possibly Jenson Button racing in that car. Jimmy Johnson's got a lot of friends, and I believe, remember the Trackhouse 91 project? This is going to be something similar to it, but with Jimmy Johnson. And so there you go. A lot of drivers in that 84 car. In the 91 car, Trackhouse, they're going to see a lot of drivers in that. Going to see Pastrana again. I don't know. It's going to be a lot of drivers. Jamie McMurray, Casey Mears, a lot of them. Driving the 99 car will be Daniel Suarez. He is going nowhere. He just returned to this season and with a new long-term contract extension. And Trackhouse Racing is feeling really good about the two drivers they got at the moment, and there's no need to move away from them. And like I said, though, early on, that Rick Ware Racing is going to move on from one of their charters. And I believe that charter will go to 2311 Racing for that 67 car. They're going to use it as an all-star car, but there you go there. They're going to look for drivers to enter the sport in 2024 on the Xfinity side of things to possibly impress them for a ride in 2025 to go full-time in the 67 car. Please like and subscribe and comment down below a prediction to possibly win this Tyler Reddick autograph. The winner will be chosen by the Sunday of the Atlanta Cup Series race. So there you go. You got a lot of time until then. Get a comment though. There's going to be a deadline, and I will choose a winner heading in to the Circuit of America's race picks for that whole week. It's going to be a good one. Please like and subscribe.